Yeah, so this documentary is basically about me meeting meeting this guy uh, who do art on the streets. It's unique. It's a unique thing, and it's just going to be a little story about how we go around doing our thing and the challenges we face on a day-to-day basis. We go out at night, create a bit of art on the walls, go back in, and people are basically left with it in the morning. They do their business stuff, so we do our business, so to speak, on the streets. Many people think we're just scoundrels, just going around the streets doing what we do. I think it's beautiful, but other people have different opinions. Well, one of my cousins, he was sort of into it, and he sort of had this French exchange sort of program going on at his school, and he was stoked. He was like, yes, I get to do my passion in another country, because none of us back then got to go to different countries and do our things, because it's too expensive and whatnot.
I watched my cousin do the street art, and I was filming him. I was filming my cousin do it, and it was just really interesting watching his technique as he moved from left to right. I could take lots of notes down from that, and it was really an amazing experience. It really invigorated my soul and brought new meaning to what art was for me. It was no longer just a paintbrush on canvas. So yeah, I was in the middle of eating my escargot and my French toast and my snails, and then I got this call: go to England, go there. And I go there and I film with the artist, Slipslide.
I invite him along and he says sure. Brings his camera with him, and that's where it all started, really. I was like, usual banging away on all cylinders, doing my stuff, and turn around. He's got the lens on me. And I'm like, why not? No one had filmed it at all before, and there was no documents or records of it. It's like a new venture. It sort of expanded the whole process of it. But basically, there's like a list I made a couple of years ago, and it's like a handbook. Basically, before you go out, 2 or 3 hours before, 5 cans of Red Bull, go to the toilet, another 5, go to the toilet again, and then take some cranberry juice. I find that sort of thickens up the liquid, it sort of makes it more sticky. And do a dump, another 5 cans, and then you're ready to go. Locked and loaded, you know what I mean?
So Slipslide, he shows me the ropes, he shows me all the liquids he takes in before he goes out for an excursion. I understand, I pick up some tips, okay? I'm filming him all the time, every day. We go out every day for the next year.
So after he starts recording me, I say to him, "Do you want to have a go?" He sort of a pause, and then he's like, "Yeah, why not?" And then what do you know? He's a natural at it.
So, what was it like when you first tried this new motif of art?
Well, that is a good question. When I first tried it, I had this overwhelming sense of the fact that it feels exactly like urinating.
I go for more of a diagonal approach to it, get more coverage on the wall. Basically, the aim of the game really is get as many bricks covered as you can as quickly as you can, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely a diagonal. There are of course different other techniques where there's the pinch and hold. So there are 2 spats to give the 3D effect. That is one of my personal favourites actually. I do like that, so it gives the depth of the liquid actually coming out the wall and into people's faces, It really gives them that shock.
And you basically see the spiral technique that throughout all the buildings around the world. That is my favorite technique. However, I also like, what's the other one? I also like circles, triangles, squares, rectangles.
The slot and slide one, actually, that's another good one. Slot and slide. Basically, it's a quick motion of slotting and sliding. You see, where you literally there's no writing involved. It's just getting the wall wet, really. You know. But that's for the more amateurs who can't control it, really. So yeah.
You can do it all the way around on a maybe a parking lot. Do that effect all the way around, and you can make like a miniature Pac-Man game. And you can actually, I've done it on the Empire State Building, the Eiffel Tower.
Well, it's a bit in a grey area, really, legally. I mean, you can do it to an extent where you're doing it, but when you start going up the walls and creating things and doing the art, that's sort of where it's sort of the police try and take over, you know.
The Colosseum, I've done it on Tokyo Tower.
My worst case was once, I think it was back in '96 when it all kicked off, you know, when it was like the rage, you know, the fad of our generation, you know, and you know, I was just doing it there straight, you know, in front of all my mates, and then out of nowhere Rosa comes down, tackles me, and let's just say at the end of the day he had to go to dry cleaners and spend a couple of grand.
America, Washington DC, the house there, the White House.
I mean, my dream really is for it to be taught in schools, you know. I'm at the moment doing a course with a couple of people, showing them how it's done. Hopefully to expand it to maybe America, you know, maybe even get it to a university standard, you know, and then hopefully even a career in it, you know, getting paid, the dosh, the wonga, you know, go in pro, sponsors, all that, you know, all that, that's good stuff, that is. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Get tinkling.
Back in France, it's not so acceptable. So I had to do it in toilets a lot. I had
That's just called peeing.
Alright, go on.
Prepare for some splashback.
Alright.